Okay, we had 1 Peter, right? 4:1 down to 5. It says, "For as much then as Christ hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin." You see? So what is Peter telling us? That those that, just as Christ suffered for righteousness' sake, the righteous are to suffer for righteousness' sake. And part of that suffering is because you cease from sin. You're not lockstep with the secular world. Okay? That he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of God. So you see what the Christians was about? They weren't about following the secular world. They were about following Christ. 3rd verse, "For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the nations," say Gentiles, the nations, "when we walked in lasciviousness," right? That's evil lusts, like sexual lusts, okay? Excess of wine, meaning drunkenness. Revelings, that's your idolatrous feasts and abominable idolatries, like the Christmas celebration or Halloween, okay, or Easter or Valentine's Day, okay? All this is secular stuff that Christians were supposed to disassociate themselves. So it said in the 3rd verse, "For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries." See, that should be time past. You see? So the original Christians, which are the only Christians, so we clear, had a past of secular, worldly, and evil business. Not a present where we change the name of things and then say, "I'm a Christian." So Peter letting us know, okay, you got to remember, understand the time, history, and tenor of why he's saying this. The Christians, because of the very fact that they separated themselves from their past life to become one with Christ, they had to put away lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, abominable idolatries. 4th verse. "And so in putting these things away," what was happening to the Christians? "Wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you." So they were getting evil spoken of. They were being persecuted. They were saying, "Wait a second. You used to be with us in this Greco-Roman feast. You used to be with us serving all manner of gods and things of the heavens and astrology and witchcrafts and idols. That's strange now you're following this Christ guy." So they would speak evil of Peter, James, John, Paul, and any of the believers of the Christ. You see? Just like they speak evil of you when you stop celebrating Christmas. Right? Because they think it's strange. Well, hey, it doesn't got Christ's name in it. It's Christmas. What's the problem? The problem is we trying to follow the true Christ according to the written word, and they not. So that's why it's strange to them. Why'd you stop Christmas? Why'd you stop Thanksgiving? Why'd you stop Halloween? And they speak evil of you, Israel.